Celtics game highlight is presented by T-Mobile.
Embiid can score it in short amounts of time, and he gets to the free throw line.
Tatum to the hole. Brown in a hurry. Got stuffed. Good defensive play by Green. Numbers here for the Sixers. They find Curry in the corner. He knocks down three. Takes it to the basket. Rejected by Freedom. Picked off by Neesmith. To the
oh my gosh!
Embiid loses it on the baseline, and Tatum's able to come up with it. Gets it ahead to Brown, throwing it up and down. Marcus Smart.
There you go.
Curry waits, hits the shot. Curry's got 20. Tatum sends it back out to Brown for three.
There you go. Knocked down a 15-footer.
Harris been quiet in this quarter. Embiid straight away. Knocks down a three.
31, if he plays the whole game, 43, 44 minutes.
Yeah. Brown off the catch. Knocks down a three.
Good job by Smart. Getting in the paint, keeping that head on a swivel.
Curry the other way. Curry looking for a three. Got it, and a foul. Now Embiid, Harris, and Curry each have 24. Richard again.
He's out there, but Embiid going to his right hand, that's going to be a bucket.
Pritchard, he's going to take and make a three.
Hey, Pritchard's back.
Curry defending. Thibault comes to help. They find Brown, and he knocks home a three.
Ooh, foul.
Knocks down a three.
Of all the guys.
98-96, they get it ahead to Embiid. Curry fakes the three. Green, he knew he was going to make one. Brown crossing over in the paint. Brown down the lane.
Oh, man. Tough finish over Embiid.
Under a minute to play. Into Embiid. Freedom defending. Embiid, fall away. Buries it. Now they give it to Embiid. 10 on the shot clock. 14 to play. Embiid, fall away.
Oh, gosh.
Goodness.
How big time was that man?
And Philly comes to town on demand and beats the on-demand Celtics 108-103, the final score.
T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Welcome into Celtics post-game live presented by your New England Ford dealers. Kendirck, Perkins, Amina Smith here with you. And the Celtics fall to the Sixers 108-103. And Perk, despite the Celtics, being shorthanded, and the Sixers as well, what did Boston show you tonight?
The same thing they've been showing me all season long. It's too inconsistent. Win one game, lose a game. Win the game, lose a game. Like, when are the Celtics going to put a streak of games together consistently and win a streak of games? That's what I'm saying. Like, it was, when you watch them tonight, they were playing too careless turnovers, and it was just like, this was a bad loss, Amina. The Celtics should have won this game. I mean, to me, they had the advantage at the guard and wing position. Danny Green wasn't going. The only two players that really had it going, I thought they did a great job of trapping Embiid late in the game, but the Celtics let one slip right out of their hands tonight. They gave their game away.
And the Celtics definitely had a chance to win this one against the Sixers. Let's take a look at how it all went down in that fourth quarter. And really, the Sixers did not let up in this fourth quarter. Danny Green with the three right here. You see them, and then the Sixers, they're just going to run away with it at this point. Joel Embiid, he does this over and over and over again in the fourth quarter, and the Celtics just do not have an answer for him. Going over Enes Kanter with this shot right here. Swish. You see that just another time as well. And then on this play, he's got Marcus Smart and his freedom on him, goes over and into the basket. And then the Celtics try to get something done. 3.9 seconds left on the clock. Marcus Smart with the heave all the way down, and it's just not enough for the Celtics in this one. Perk, you talked about the inconsistencies with this Celtics team. How do they find that rhythm to close games?
Well, I mean, it's just about being sound. It's about being sound offensively and not trying to get too cute. I thought the Celtics, because it was so easy for them to score on the isolation, the ball just stopped moving. Everybody's tried to go ISO, from Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. Everybody tried to go isolation ball instead of just moving the ball, getting great shots. And, at the end of the day, those tough contested shots, they're not going to win you a lot of games. And so I thought the Celtics went away from getting easy layups. They didn't attack as much in the second half. And Jason Tatum couldn't get it going offensively, although I thought he did make some good plays. But I will say this, Peyton Pritchard needs to play, and he needs to play a lot. That man has been playing phenomenal basketball.
Yeah, we definitely want to see those young players out there. Let's bring in Scal, who's inside a TD Garden. And Scal, this was a game that the Celtics very well could have won. What happened out there?
Yeah, they should have won this game. It was too much Embiid, and I didn't think they did enough to keep him on his heels. I guess we could say that Freedom did the best job he could. He didn't have the depth like when you have Al Horford or Robert Williams to throw at Embiid. If you give Embiid a steady diet of anything, he's going to cook you. But I just thought late in the game, when you see Marcus Smart coming over, you got to press up on him. You got to make him try to pass, make him pick up that dribble. And I just think there wasn't enough defensive force against Embiid throughout this game.
41, 10, and 5 for Joel Embiid out there tonight. Perk, what was the biggest challenge that he posed to this Celtics team?
Everything. One thing about Embiid is when he gets going, look, right there, that's too much. Like, he's getting into these are rhythm shots. Look, every shot looked the same, just stepping into it, no resistance, just having his way. And a lot of it came on in his freedom. But look, the Celtics got to do a better job of helping their brother. When you see a guy like this, an MVP caliber guy that's in his bag like this, you got to do a better job of helping out. But I thought Embiid was a force on both ends of the floor tonight and was clearly the best player on the floor tonight in the Garden, which I constantly repeat, that has to be Jason Tatum when somebody comes into your house.
And Scal, go ahead, Scal.
Perk. If someone was busting you, we wouldn't be like, hey, we got to come over and help you out. What you mean someone else got to step up and help out? What would we say if you were getting busted by Embiid? Come on, Perk. We ain't coming to help you out.
But Scal, this is what you have to realize, right? I was known in the league for playing defense. We already know that Ennis Canada is a liability defensively. He's been that all his career. So it shouldn't be no secret. So why even try to leave him on the island and say, you know what, step up to the challenge? No, this is a guy for his career that gets scores on 60% of the time, whether it's isolation on the post or through the pick and roll.
Yeah, but Perk, for one night, like the reason why Freedom is here is to guard Embiid. Like there's no other reason. He's here to, to get some rebounds and all that, but like this is the reason. This is the thing. You study all the film, you put the picture of Embiid on the locker, you lift every day looking at it. Like this is it. Perk.
I tell you what, he was team. Embiid was singing "Let Freedom Ring" all night tonight.
Not let freedom ring all night. Scott, I want to get to your guy, Peyton Pritchard. A big night for him, 14 points off of the bench. What was your biggest takeaway from seeing him out there on the floor?
He got it going on the defensive end, like I said about 3 weeks ago. Like I don't care, and I get it. Like we always go back and we say this guy makes shots and everything like that. Today, Pritchard was a menace on the defensive end right from the start, like picking up the ball, turning the ball, things that I've asked for way back when. And when you engage yourself defensively, the other stuff comes. When you're out there hoping for your offense to turn around, it's a different game. So I just like the way the last two games. Now, and Perkins is right. Like, he's been getting opportunities, and maybe I just thought he thrust himself into this game a lot more than we saw, in the past, whatever that was, when he, the beginning of this season. But I just loved I love the way that he played, and I love that he didn't just stand out there, wait for the ball to come to him, and then at that point shoot a three.
Perk, what did Peyton Pritchard show you out there?
Just fight. The same, and look, on both ends, but this guy's a shot maker. And we've been screaming at not only since his rookie year, but if you go back and watch him at Oregon when he was in college, this is what he do. He is a shot maker. He's a guy that is not afraid of the moment. He's a guy that has a very high IQ of the game. And the most important thing about Peyton Pritchard, he didn't get outside his body. All those buckets was inside of his role. He played his role. He plays well off of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Scal, can we say that Peyton Pritchard got his swagger back? I heard you say that during the broadcast.
Yeah, no, I feel like he got, he had that shot, then he had that skip. When guys start to skip, that's like their home run trot in the NBA. Me and Perk, we didn't do much skipping, but like Peyton Pritchard, once he started skipping back, I was like, okay, now he's got it. But, I still think that he threw himself, he got engaged. I call it getting lost in the game of basketball. You're so competitive, you're lost in each possession in a good way. Like you're not worried about, am I getting my shots? Where am I getting my shots? Is coach going to take me out? He wasn't worried about any of that stuff. He was just hooping today, and then we saw that swagger back.
Yeah, Peyton Pritchard got his swagger back in this game. All right, thanks so much, Scal. Let's take a break right here. You see the final score, 108-103 from inside of TD Garden. Coming up, we hear from Ime Udoka after this matchup. Stay with us.